Good evening, fellow South Africans and citizens of the world. And just yesterday, I put up a video where we had Black Monday and Valerie Bielefeld putting forward a new way that communities can take on service delivery and basically kick the useless black economic empowerment politicians out of the window, out of the picture, and do it themselves. Now, there's been a High Court ruling that is very, very interesting and is related to this issue with municipalities. A High Court in South Africa has passed a landmark ruling with far-reaching implications for municipalities that fail to carry out their constitutional duty to their citizens. The Makana High Court granted an application by the Unemployed People's Movement that the Makana local municipality be dissolved. The court ordered that the Eastern Cape provincial government, under which the municipality falls, appoint an administrator to run its affairs. It will be the second time that this has happened. In 2014, the city was placed under administration for 3 months. This was because it was financially vulnerable, wasn't maintaining infrastructure, and service delivery had crumbled. At one point, residents went without water for 9 days. That intervention failed to fix the problem. Last year, citizens turned to the judiciary, signaling that they were no longer willing to give government a chance to fix the problem. They are hoping that the judiciary can help solve the crisis of governance. South Africa's constitution stipulates that local government must ensure the provision of services to communities in a sustainable way, promote a safe and healthy environment, and encourage the involvement of communities and community organizations. Now, clearly, most municipalities in South Africa are failing that task. Municipalities are the third tier of governance after provinces and the national government. This tier is also the closest level to ordinary citizens and as such forms the basis of the relationship between government and citizens. Judge Igna Stretch said in her judgment that the conduct of Makana municipality had been inconsistent with the 1996 Constitution of the Republic of South Africa by failing to promote a healthy and sustainable environment for the community. The ruling is a victory for activists who have been embroiled in a long-running battle against a dysfunctional and incompetent municipal council run by the African National Congress, or ANC. The party governs the country and most municipalities. This is the first time in South Africa's democratic history that citizens have been able to argue successfully in court that local government is not living up to its constitutional obligations. The ruling effectively opens the door for others to challenge poor service delivery due to incompetent and dysfunctional governance. The precedent-setting ruling is set to cause jitters in municipalities around the country. It might see more municipalities being challenged in court. It signals that when internal structures of accountability are dysfunctional, the courts can provide recourse for citizens. It could have broader implications too. South Africans will elect new local councils next year. The court's ruling fundamentally undermines the ANC's electoral claim that it's creating a better life. It signals that the party effectively failed at fulfilling the constitutional mandate given to it by the electorate. The current crisis in Makana has been in the making for almost a decade. The seriousness of the situation surfaced in 2011 when it became apparent that the municipality had cash flow problems. And of course, what we're talking about there is the same old ANC corruption going on. You know, cadres, and we know the story. By 2013, there were clear signs that the municipality of Makana was in deep distress. In 2014, the municipality was put under administration for a period of 3 months. This meant that an administrator, and not municipal executives, would oversee its day-to-day business. Despite this, the situation never improved. Financial vulnerability, failure to maintain critical infrastructure, and a dysfunctional billing system continued. The delivery of basic services such as clean water gradually ground to a complete halt. The city's decrepit water and sewerage infrastructure has resulted in massive leaks of both fresh treated water and sewage flowing down suburban roads and past schools. Uncollected rubbish decomposes in piles in every street in Grahamstown, East, and informal rubbish dumps have multiplied across the city. The roads are potholed. Cattle, donkeys and other stray animals wander unchecked in roads, including national and regional roads such as the N2, which circumnavigate the city. The council is barely able to spend 2% of its budget on maintaining critical infrastructure, and amid a major water drought, the council effectively chased away NGOs willing to help by not paying them. The Makana municipality has been unable to address the decline in governance, financial management, as well as rampant corruption. Makana is not unique. Only 18 of the country's 257 municipalities received a clean audit from the Auditor General in 2017-2018. Get that? Less than 10% of the municipalities in South Africa. The South African Local Government Association is increasingly concerned about the powerless state of financial management and performance by municipalities. The root cause of this collapse is the governance system are built on patronage rather than principles of good governance. Appointments are political rather than based on merit, and executive and municipal positions become collateral for political support. In 2015, a forensic investigation report detailed corruption and maladministration implicating senior officials and then executive mayor of Makana municipality, Zamokolo Peter. But those implicated have not been held to account. No one ever goes before the courts. The national ANC leadership attempted some intervention, replacing the executive mayor, but it left an ineffective municipal council in place. Makana provides a good example of how patronage in a party-dominant political system undermines good governance. This hampers the ability of municipalities to fulfill their constitutional mandate of delivering services for the benefit of citizens. The ANC is very aware of this problem, yet it is incapable of addressing it. The Eastern Cape government has said that it intends to appeal the groundbreaking Makana court ruling, claiming it violates the principle of separation of powers. The decision is clearly driven by the ANC, which runs the province, and is concerned that the ruling will be used against it ahead of the local government elections. The decision to test the judgment to its fullest will effectively see the provincial government seeking ways to overturn a ruling that holds politicians accountable for their governance failures. Instead of rooting out a culture of patronage and lack of accountability in the municipalities it governs, the ANC could rather turn the issue into one of alleged judicial overreach. Unless it changes, its ongoing electoral decline may turn into a spectacular fall come the 2021 elections. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to link to this video, the video where Valerie Bielefeld is explaining what they're doing to actually bypass these totally fraudulent municipalities and looking at ways for the communities to actually set up their own trusts and fund service delivery outside the municipal system. It's a very interesting concept, and if you're in a municipality which has a problem, like this one we've just been talking about, which is basically where Grahamstown and the Eastern Cape is, consider contacting Valerie Bielefeld. Her email is directly below the video that I have linked below. And in the meantime, please Please subscribe to be kept informed. Ring the bell for the updates. Please like this video. Please share this video. And above all, stay safe.